Let's start this practice in a comfortable seated position. Once you're comfy, let the eyes gently close and take a few moments to settle into your rhythm of breath with the palms facing upward on your legs. Nothing fancy has to happen here, just simply observe the natural inhale and exhale of your breath. Gently blink open the eyes as you turn the palms down to hold on to the knees. We'll move into seated cow and cat. On your inhale, gently lift the heart and arch the spine. As you exhale, start to engage the belly and curl the spine into cat. Inhale, lift the heart and the eyes. Exhale, gently curl. Let's do one more round of breath. And then come to a nice neutral spine. Inhale your arms to shoulder height, and as you exhale, move into a side bend. Place the bottom hand a good distance from your hip so the elbow can soften if needed. As you inhale, you're going to come up to vertical. Exhale as you side bend. Follow your own breath pattern here. Let's go one more time each side. Come to neutral as you inhale, and exhale, twist to face your right knee. Fingertips touch the mat on either side of your leg, with the sit bones fully connected to the mat. Gently fold over the leg without letting the head go below the heart. This allows for a beautiful stretch through the quadratus lumborum, i.e. your low back. Now let's get a bit deeper into the waist. Bring yourself into a side bend to the right. And to intensify the sensation, bring your left hand behind the head and lift your armpit to the ceiling as you sink toward the mat. Allow your head to rotate to where it's comfortable for your neck, up, down, or straight ahead. Take one more breath here. Inhale, gently return to vertical. Now we move on to the second side. Twist to face your left knee. Fingertips touch the mat on either side of your leg. Activate the belly, pulling it up and in, and gently fold over the leg without letting the head go below the heart. And keep those sit bones connected to the mat. Take one more breath. Bring yourself into a side bend to the left. Right hand behind the head, and lift your armpit to the ceiling as you sink into that deep side bend. Turn your head so that your neck is comfortable. One more breath here. On your next inhale, bring yourself to vertical, arms to shoulder height, and exhale, twist to your right. On your inhale, come back through neutral, and then exhale, twist to your left. We'll do one more round here. Just make sure to engage the belly as you exhale and twist. All right. Find your way onto hands and knees and extend the right leg out behind you. Ball of the foot is tucked, and since we've been sitting for so long, we need to get the blood flowing in those legs again. Using your foot and ankle, gently shift your weight forward to the hands and then back into the foot. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, gently shifting back. Maintain a nice plank position throughout the spine here. Now bring your weight to neutral and lift the right leg to hip height, flexing the foot. Bend the leg, heel to sit bone, and open the hips, a sort of three-legged dog without the inversion. Inhale to parallel. Exhale to open. Inhale to parallel. Exhale to open. Once you've got the hips back to a nice squared position, find your balance with those parallel hips and lift the opposite arm to shoulder height for opposite arm leg balance. Inhale, extend your arm and leg even more. Then exhale, bring the elbow and knee together, scooping the belly. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Lower the knee and the hand to the mat and find your favorite variation of child's pose. While you're here, if your neck feels a bit stiff, gently rotate it right and left to release the tension. All right, let's work the second side. Bring yourself up to tabletop and extend the left leg back, ball of the foot tucked underneath. With your rhythm of breath, shift your weight forward to the hands and then back into the foot. One more cycle of breath. And bring your weight to neutral. Lift the left leg to hip height and flex the foot. Bend that leg, heel to sit bone, and open the hips into today's version of three-legged dog. And we'll flow back and forth just as we did on the other side. Inhale to parallel. Exhale to open. Inhale to parallel. Exhale to open. Inhale, parallel. Stay in this parallel position. Keep the leg extended and lift the opposite arm forward, palm down. Inhale, extend your arm and leg even more. As you exhale, bring the elbow and knee together, scooping the belly, creating that curve in the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. One more round of breath here. And gently lower the knee and hand to the mat and find your favorite variation of child's pose. Again, you can rotate the neck here if it feels stiff. Remember that cow-cat flow? Well, here it is again, but this time in child's pose. Now do your best here to initiate your movement from the core and the belly and not your shoulders or hips. Take one more last round of breath here. And let's bring the legs to a parallel position if they're not there already. And shift your weight into a squat position. This offers a nice stretch through the calves, Achilles tendons, and the arches of the feet. Allow yourself to come up to fingertips and lengthen through the spine. Hi, Zeus. Thanks for coming to say hello. You just wanted to see outside the window? Okay, see you later. All right, let's keep moving. Lower the heels and bring yourself into Ardha Uttanasana. Bend the knees for Uttanasana. Inhale the arms overhead to Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. One more breath here with the arms. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Bring your left hand to the outer left thigh. Sweep the right sideways up to the ear. As you exhale, side bend to the left, sliding the fingertips down your leg. Inhale to vertical and switch to the second side. Once you're done with that second side, bring the hands to prayer at the heart center and shift your weight into your right leg. Lift the left thigh to your chest and outwardly rotate for tree pose. Connect the foot to your inner leg, avoiding the knee. If you'd like to challenge your balance, try extending the arms upward without disturbing the rib cage. Or you can even float them behind you for reverse prayer for more shoulder opening. One more breath. Gently bring the hands back to your heart center. Turn the left leg to parallel and keep the ankle flexed. On your inhale, extend the left leg in front of you. Take a big step forward on your exhale and root into that left foot, catching your balance. The right thigh now lifts up to your chest and outwardly rotates to tree pose on the other side. You have the same options for the arms here on this side. Keep them at the heart center, extend overhead, or move into reverse prayer, or even do all three. Just remember to keep the front ribs pulling together no matter where the arms go. One more breath. Gently bring the hands back to your heart center, turn the right leg to parallel, and keep the ankle flexed. On your inhale, extend that right leg out in front of you and take a nice big step forward on your exhale and bring both feet to Tadasana. Settle in and breathe here in Tadasana, arms by your sides, palms turned forward. We're going to take that standing side bend again, so bring your left hand to your outer thigh, right arm sweeps up by the ear. Exhale and slide the fingers down your leg. Inhale to vertical and switch to the second side. Inhale to vertical, bringing the left arm down by your side. Inhale, both arms overhead, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Bend the knees deeply so your fingers touch the mat. Pull the left heel to your sit bone and extend that leg back to find high lunge. Lower the knee into low lunge. Bring the hands to your thigh and find length through the spine. Keep your right hand on your thigh as you sweep the arm up by the ear for yet another side bend. Hey, this is a side bending class after all. This targets the psoas and the hip flexors as well as the lower abdominals and of course the waist. Bring yourself back to vertical, both hands to the mat, and shift your weight back into your left knee for half monkey. As you inhale, lift the arms up by your ears to find length in the waist before you fold forward on your exhale. Breathe here, being mindful of the head placement. Now gently move into your low lunge, tuck the back toes to find high lunge. Press down through those legs and inhale to lift up into crescent pose, arms again up by the ears. Remember to activate the lower abs here. This keeps our focus and intention on the waistline. Bring the right hand to your thigh, and guess what? That's right, another side bend. To help the balance here, as you lean over, look down to the right. Inhale to vertical. Lift the right arm to match the left and transition into Warrior Two, moving the back foot if needed. As you settle in, make sure the hips are parallel here. If it helps, bring your hands to your hip bones and do a little dance to help to neutralize them. Once you find that neutral position, let the arms extend and take a few breaths in Warrior Two. On your next inhale, flip the right palm up. Exhale, reach up and back for Reverse Warrior. Inhale through neutral, straighten the front leg, and exhale into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Shift your focus to the front foot, bend the right leg, and come up to Warrior Two. Cartwheel the arms to the mat, step back to plank, and move through your vinyasa. Lowering knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, press back to Child's Pose. Take one more breath. If the legs are wide, bring them together. Shift back into your squat. Lengthen through the spine, fingertips touching the mat. On your next inhale, lifting up to Ardha Uttanasana, straightening those legs. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Hasta Tadasana, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center and widen the feet to hip width. Let's take our beloved side bend here. Right hand to the outer thigh. Inhale the left arm up by your ear and then exhale, side bend. Inhale, come up through neutral. And then exhale, find your way to the second side. Hopefully at this point, this is becoming more familiar and the waist is feeling much longer. When you're finished, bring the hands to heart center, shift your weight into the right leg and make your way into tree pose. Again, you have the same options here with the arm placement. One more breath. As you bring your hands back to the heart center, turn the left leg to parallel and keep the ankle flexed. On your inhale, extend the leg out in front of you. Take a nice big step forward on your exhale The right thigh now lifts up towards your chest and outwardly rotate into tree pose. Take the arms where you'd like them to go. And remember, there is no right or wrong here. Just follow your intuition. Take one more breath. As you bring your hands back to your heart center, turn the right leg to parallel. On your inhale, extend the right leg out in front. Take a nice big step forward on your exhale and find Tadasana. Inhale both arms overhead, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Bend the knees so deeply that your fingertips come to touch the mat. Pull the left heel to your sit bone and then extend the leg back to find high lunge. Lower the knee onto the mat for low lunge, and then gently bring your hands to your thigh and find length through the spine. Keep your left hand on your thigh as you sweep the right arm up by the ear. For what? Yep, a side bend. As you exhale, lean over to the left. On an inhale, bring it back to neutral and shift your weight back onto the knee, finding your way into half monkey. Inhale the arms up by the ears, finding even more length here, and then exhale, forward fold. And here's your reminder to keep your head in line or above the heart. Take one more breath here. Gently move into your low lunge, tuck the back toes and find high lunge. Press down through the legs and inhale to lift up into crescent pose, arms again up by the ears. Bring the left hand to your thigh, and here it comes, the mighty side bend. Inhale to lift up out of the hips, and then take that side stretch, exhaling as you lean sideways. Inhale back to vertical. Exhale where you need to, lift the right arm to match the left and transition into your warrior two, moving the back foot if needed. Inhale, flip the left palm up. Exhale, reach that arm up and back for reverse warrior. Inhale through neutral, straighten the front leg, and as you exhale, move into Trikonasana. Shift your focus to the front foot, bend the left leg, and come up to warrior two. Cartwheel the arms to the mat, step back to plank, and move through your vinyasa. Lowering knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, press back to child's pose. Now to release all of those side bends, take a few cows and cats in your child's pose, or tabletop if you'd rather. Take one more cycle of breath with your cows and cats. And now let's move forward onto the belly from here. First, the legs will come to parallel if they're not already. Then shift forward, walking your hands towards plank, shoulders over the wrists. And slowly lower down onto your belly. Once you're down, bring the fingertips just above your mat's edge, elbows out to the side. Inhale into cobra, initiating the movement with the crown of your head. Exhale, gently lower down. One more time. Inhaling to lift. Exhale to lower. If you need low back release at any point, give a little wiggle of the tail when you need it. Now we move the hands to ear level, fingertips still in the outer edge of the mat. 2 more cobras. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to lower. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. I'll readjust the hands to shoulder height, still outside of the mat, and we repeat the cobras. Not only is this beneficial for the back, but it helps stretch and tone the belly. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, gently lower. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, gently lower. Lastly, we take traditional cobra. Hands flat under your shoulders. As you inhale, lift. We're going to stay here and breathe for a moment. And then gently exhale and lower down. Stack the hands under your forehead for crocodile pose. Bend your knees and windshield wiper those legs from side to side. Bring the legs back to center and re-extend them underneath you. Now bend one leg, it doesn't matter which one, and reach back to grab the foot or ankle. Gently pull the heel toward the sit bone, being very aware of your knee. We don't want any pinching or pain in that knee joint. For more intensity, you can prop up onto the opposite elbow. You can even wiggle the toes into the crook of your elbow if it's available. Avoid letting the knee open up to the side if you can. Gently release and find crocodile pose again. We'll move on to the second side. Reach back and grab the other foot or ankle. Gently pull the heel towards the sit bone. You have all the same options on this side. And it's really okay if this side is different than the first. Our bodies are not as symmetrical as they seem. Work with what you've got. Gently release and find crocodile pose again. Give those hips a good wiggle side to side, releasing the lower back. Find your way back to stillness. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders for a reverse push-up. Start with a nice inhale. As you exhale, engage the belly first, then press up with the arms. From plank, move the right leg forward towards a pigeon-like position, and then sit on your right sit bone. Left leg will bend behind you to create a W shape through the legs. Now bring both sit bones to the mat. Lift the left hip off the mat, moving it towards the right foot and spiral through the spine. Again, we get a nice stretch through the front of the hip, lower belly, and obliques. Bring the right sit bone back to the mat and start again. We'll go 2 more times. On this round, let's flip to the other side. Shift your weight back onto your sacrum and rotate the legs so now the left is in front. And let's move right into the twist. Same flow here on this side. Right hip to the mat, then lift it up, initiating a nice twist through the spine. Last time. And we flippity-do the legs to the right. No twists here. Keep the flippity-do going back and forth. Nothing like some fun core work. And one last flippity-do. Turn to face the back of your mat for Navasana boat pose. Experiment with the variation that works for you here. Toes touching the mat, one leg up, one down, 2 legs up, hands connect to the legs or not. Wiggling the toes is always fun too. Maybe you can do this with both legs straight. Give it a try and see how it goes. You'll definitely know your boundaries for next time. Beautiful. Gently roll down through the spine. Using your props if laying flat is a no-no for you. If you need to, go ahead and press pause and set up your props. Bring the feet flat onto the mat, and then bring the hands onto either your lower belly or your waist, and breathe into your hands. We can take this opportunity here to express gratitude to the body, that it's strong, mobile, and flexible, and supports you. Gently move your feet to the outer edges of the mat. Arms can now come out to your sides no higher than the shoulders, and gently windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Once you've done both sides equally, come back to neutral and give your legs a nice big hug, pulling them in towards your chest. Shift into a floating bound angle pose by holding your feet or ankles, letting the knees open to the side. Arms and legs hang off of one another, so there's very little effort here. Release the hands and let the feet come onto the mat. Reclined bound angle pose. Let's bring the hands to the low belly or waist again, connecting with your breath. Eyes can close here if you'd like. Use your hands on your outer legs and move them to a parallel position, feet flat on the mat. Then let the legs extend into Savasana. If it's chilly where you are, place a blanket over you. Let the legs fall to their natural rotation, arms by your side, no higher than the shoulders. Eyes close and take rest. Start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, hands, and feet. Extend the arms up overhead and bring the legs long underneath you for a nice big full body stretch. Hug the knees into your chest or feet flat, mat width apart, and gently rock from side to side. Roll onto your right side into fetal position, right arm under your head as a pillow. And gently press yourself up to a seated position, eyes remain closed, and bring your hands either to prayer at your heart center or one on your heart and one on your belly. Take a few moments here to check in with how you feel after that practice. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually? Observe without judgment as best you can. I'll take a few moments for some gratitude, something you're grateful for in this moment, and a few reasons why. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.